It's a great, great bit of wisdom that we have to release the toxic people from our life. We all know that, right? I mean, we hear it all the time. I posted a video of somebody else saying the same thing today. But the fundamental problem I see with this bit of wisdom is that nobody knows how to do that. So this video is dedicated to all of the people who are sitting and contemplating and questioning themselves about, should I or should I not release this person? I feel guilty. I feel responsible. They're not really doing anything overtly harmful to hurt me. It's just subtle nuances that don't feel right, but I can't pinpoint. So the people that we need to release are often the people that we've spent most of our time with. It might be our mother, it might be our best friend of 20 years, and it might be a boyfriend or girlfriend that we've had for 3 months, but something about them made us wrap our identity into them. So what they believe about us, we believe about ourselves, which is true about all of the people that we hang out with. So there's never an overt harm from these people, because if there was, we would just release them. It's the subtle nuances that keep us attached and keep us confused, and I feel guilty about this. The human condition says you're selfish if you release somebody, and then we have this egoic thing, I'm gonna save them, and this person's been abandoned by all of these people, I want to be the example so I can show them that not everybody leaves you. Well, that's not your job, nor your right or your responsibility. But beyond it not being your job, it's actually harmful. It's hurting these people to perpetuate their story that they're broken. Nobody's fucking broken. It's so convenient to say, I'm so broken, until all of a sudden it's really convenient to pick yourself back up. Nobody's broken. So if we sit around and say, well, it's not that bad, I should just stick this out, or these people are planting seeds in us saying, why are you overreacting? You're so dramatic, or they're planting seeds of self-doubt in you. When you start to believe those stories that they imprint in you, you essentially reject yourself. And how can you move in your life from a position of making decisions when you have rejected yourself? Because there's people in your life that are making you question yourself. So it is our responsibility not only to not feed into their stories, which are perpetuating them and harming them, because those kinds of behaviors are not going to get them the life that they want. And then we perpetuate it and we think they're going to kill themselves if I leave them, or they're going to be so hurt, or my identity is wrapped up in this because that, if they think I'm a horrible person, then they're going to tell people I'm a horrible person. Let them do it. Okay? This is not your responsibility. And beyond it not being your responsibility, one of the ways, the problem with this question of how to release somebody, that nobody knows how to do it, is that we are so conditioned to see people as broken. So there's no surefire formula that says this is what you do. You go to this person and you tell them that they're no good for you anymore, or you go tell them this is what you're doing. Because most of the time, I don't believe people need an explanation. What they need is to be released so that they can find their people who they're going to learn their lessons from. Because for so long, it's so easy for all of us to be the martyr and say, oh, I'm just teaching this person a lesson or whatever. And that isn't serving anyone. When you see them as whole, a whole and complete and perfect individual making conscious decisions, whether they say it's conscious or not, we know what we're doing. And if we don't know because we're not taking the time to self-reflect, that's on us. It's on us to choose the people who are going to take time to self-reflect. If they don't know, you're not going to teach them. And it's actually harming them, truly. It's for you to continue engaging and allowing them to be this way to you. So you move from a place of wholeness, and you see them as whole because they're adults and they are making conscious decisions, and you are an adult and you are making conscious decisions, and your decision is, I choose to release you because I trust that there's a higher order in place for you, and that these lessons that you need to learn and that I need to learn will be met. They will be found when I open a space in your life and take me out of that space, and when you open a space in my life by me taking you out of that space. People are whole. And we want so much to believe in our egos and take so much credit that this person's going to be devastated or this person's whatever. Get over it. Life happens. People move on. Your only responsibility is to not question yourself. is to live the life of your dreams. And if you're watching this, you're somebody who already does self-reflect. So what your responsibility is and what your action is to release them in service of their future, because they'll find their people who are going to resonate at the vibration that they do. It's going to be either gossipy, or it's going to be people who are willing to be desecrated, or who are willing to doubt themselves for the benefit of this other person who needs to do this to feel good about themselves. They're going to find those people. And when you open that space up, there's also this fear, like, well, what if I don't find my people? You will. They will come. But how can, in an energetic sense, something come in when there's already something in place of that? So be patient, see them as whole, release them in service and in love, and not just in service of your life, but of their life. Because that's truly what you are doing when you release someone. You are benefiting them in a way that they're never going to understand. But you know now that you are doing this in service of them. You are doing this in service of love and in service of your life, and in service of trusting that the world has a magnificent way of bringing people exactly what they need, and that they're going to receive it. So whatever you do, whatever your gut says and your intuition says, move from a place of wholeness. They are whole, you are whole, and good luck with that. I would love to know how it goes.